Hello everyone and welcome once again to my video blog. So today I'm not going to discuss any particular topic, I'm just going to give you an update about my life and my transition. So there's actually been quite a few things going on for me these days. Well, I have some pretty good news. I told you not so long ago that I was accepted into a PhD program at a local university. Well, I was informed just 2 days ago that I have funding for this program for my research. That means the Canadian government is going to pay me a salary for 3 whole years, so that I don't really have to work full-time during my research. That's basically for me a guarantee almost that I can complete my PhD, because I won't have to stress, and work a full-time job while I'm also working on my PhD studies. I'll be able to fully concentrate on my research, which is very, very nice. It's really, really good news for me. Apart from that, well, I'm still working on my master's research, and I think I'm nicely on track for completion. I should be done in time to start my PhD program without too much difficulty. And apart from that, well, my girlfriend and I have been going out and exploring a bunch of restaurants in Montreal. Just recently we've been out to this nice Italian restaurant called Bis with Erin and her friends, and the food was really, really nice. It's pretty expensive, but the food is quite amazing there. We've also found a nice sushi restaurant called Oishi Sushi that makes really original sushi recipes, and they also make traditional Japanese ramen noodles. So if you've ever eaten the instant ramen noodles that come in little packages, some restaurants also make the real thing, the real dish that this is based on. And we've also found another ramen restaurant called Ramen Ya that makes really, really good ramen. And yeah, we've tried some Thai restaurants also. So that's kind of our hobby these days, it seems. We watch a lot of TV shows and movies and anime, and we also go out to restaurants. We also went clubbing once again, to a straight club. I've been out as a girl into a straight club 4 times so far, so that's pretty good. I think Erin is helping me a lot become more confident about going out, as a girl. We've also been shopping together, and she's encouraged me, to try stuff on when I buy it, instead of, just being shy. And I'm getting more and more confident, I think. And I started, summer shopping with her. Basically, found myself some new running shoes and some comfortable shoes for this summer. And we're also gonna buy, shorts and nice t-shirts. Basically, I'm pretty much preparing myself to go full-time, because I'm not really full-time yet, but I almost am. I'm passing more and more, and I have very few items of male clothing. In fact, I don't really have any. All the masculine clothing that I have are female clothes that look relatively masculine, but I plan to get rid of even those few things and start dressing more feminine this summer. And I think it's necessary, because I'd like to ideally enter my new university when I do my PhD as a girl, and be full-time over there. I think it's a necessary step in my transition, because I've been going really, really slow in my transition. My oldest YouTube videos, as you can see, are from like 2.5 years ago, and even then, I hadn't just started transitioning. It's something that I had already been thinking about and working on for a little bit of time already. So my transition's been going on for a few years, and it's been really slow. And there's been advantages to that, Like, for example, nobody's really been shocked by my physical changes, because I've been changing physically so slowly that a lot of people haven't noticed. But the fact is, I'm still not full-time, and I want to get there eventually. And if I want to do that, I think I have to make, I have to give it that last extra push to get there. Apart from that, I've also been getting electrolysis recently. I'm going to have my third session this week. So I've had laser hair removal done a little while ago, and it's removed like 90% of my facial hair, but I'd like to remove the last 10% and basically be done with it and not have to shave anymore ever. That would be really convenient for going full time, because I don't really want to have facial hair regrowth ever. I would also like to work on my chest, because I have some body hairs on my chest which are not too practical for showing cleavage, if you know what I mean. So I'd like to work on that too, in terms of electrolysis. But beyond that, I've also done something important recently. I told my aunt about my transsexuality. My family is really small, and basically in Montreal here, there's just my mom and my aunt. But my aunt didn't know. I hadn't really told her, and it hadn't been a problem because I don't really see her often. I see her around like New Year's, maybe 3 times a year. But I still felt like if I want to go full time in something, I should tell her. So I did, and I didn't expect any negative reactions, and actually her reaction's been fairly positive for now. She seems to be mostly understanding. She doesn't seem shocked. She doesn't seem outraged by it, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna keep wanting to see me. I don't think that it's gonna be a problem in the future, because she's a fairly open-minded person. And that's it. Basically these days, transition-wise, I guess I'm just working on the baby steps, the small last final steps that I need to reach my full-time status, basically. And coming out wise, pretty much everybody knows that I'm trans. I think pretty much everybody at my current school knows. All of my friends know. On the internet, I don't have any male profiles anymore. So I'm really getting close, I think. I'm also getting really confident, going out in public as a girl. I'm still not fully confident, but I'm getting there slowly, and I think it's not going to be too hard this summer to make the final steps and go full time. Yeah, apart from that, I've also been contacting some surgeons. I have spoken to Dr. Brassard in Montreal about facial feminization surgery, and he's referred me to Dr. Benjamin. Many of you may know Dr. Brassard because he's a famous SRS surgeon, but he also does some facial work and some body work. But he basically told me that I should go see Dr. Benjamin because he's really the FFS expert here in Montreal. So I'm going to see him next Wednesday, or actually this Wednesday, and Aaron's going to come with me, and hopefully he's going to show us some before and after pictures. And yeah, basically I'm considering maybe going with him because I've spoken to Dr. Zukowski, but right now I don't have enough money to go with him because the Canadian dollar, went through the ground, and it would cost me about 27,000 or 29,000 Canadian dollars to be able to afford the surgery and the trip to go see Dr. Zukowski. So since I can't really afford that, my options for facial feminization surgery are basically going with a local surgeon, which would probably be less expensive, or waiting 1 more year and gathering enough money to go see Dr. Zukowski. So I'm going to go see Dr. Benjamin. I'm going to evaluate whether or not I think that he's good enough for me, whether or not I think his work would be satisfactory, and then I'll ponder my decision of whether I'll go with this local surgeon or not. I think he's actually fairly good. I've seen some faces that he did. Some of them were good, some of them were less good. But I'm mostly interested in seeing if he's done much work with younger trans patients, basically. So that's why I'd like to see the before and after pictures. I think that's pretty essential in making a choice of a surgeon. And yeah, basically that's it for what's been going on in my life right now. Um, there's been many interesting things relating to my transition. I think that I'm at a very interesting point because, you know, since I'm passing more and more, I'm getting really close to the point where I can just decide to be full-time. And in fact, it's probably something that I could do right now, but I feel like I should be patient with myself. You know, I feel like I've taken my transition slowly because I didn't want to stress myself, and so far it's worked very well for me. And I think I'm going to keep going like that and make the necessary steps this summer to enter the final phase of my transition. But yeah, that's about it for today. If you have any comments or any questions, don't hesitate to post comments, post video responses, or contact me through personal messages. So that's it for today, people. Bye bye.